Fergus lives in a faraway corner of the island, down an old line. As such, he does not see the other engines that often. When he does see them, they mainly say hello. However, there is one exception. Smarten up there, these trucks aren't gonna short themselves.
Yes, I'm aware, but you don't need to be so bossy.
I know these young engines need a stern talking to. Do you have my empties?
Ugh, now I'm overworked in these yards. Besides, you're not due for another 20 minutes.
Overworked, eh? Just an excuse for laziness. Fergus moved off to get some water. Percy decided that Fergus needed a good trick played on him. Over the next couple of days, Percy worked on the perfect trick to pull on Fergus. Finally, he worked it out. Fergus pulled into the yard early as always one morning. This time, Percy stood there waiting. The old engine was very worn out from his heavy train of stone.
Hello, Fergus. Your train's in the back. You must be getting going quickly.
You know what they say, if you're not early, you're late. Fergus was caught off guard with Percy being on time for once. He was a small engine and got worn out quickly. He really needed a rest, but did not want to look weak in front of Percy, so he could recompose himself. Yes, right away. Fergus quickly swept away with the train, leaving Percy chuckling.
Let's see how he likes working non-stop.
If Fergus thought the run down to the big harbor was tiring, he was exhausted moving back. His gears groaned under so much stress, while steam hissed out of the cracks. Finally, the old engine had enough, and on the bridge over the abandoned harbor, his boiler pressure dropped at an alarming rate. His driver shut off steam and they coasted to a halt. Oh, that little green scoundrel! To be fair, Ferg, you did ridicule him every time you came into his yard. Sometimes the little scamps need to be taught a lesson. Yes, but what you did was borderline verbal abuse. That's what's necessary sometimes. But the more Fergus thought about his actions, the less it seemed to make sense to him. Percy had never done anything to him, so why had he yell at him so much? Yes, sometimes he left late because of Percy, but that worked better for Fergus's old shape. Finally, rescue arrived, and to Fergus's dismay, it was Percy.
So, old-timer, now you know what it's like to work constantly without breaks. Doesn't feel nice, does it?
I'm sorry, Percy. You've done nothing to deserve what I've said to you.
It's okay, old man. Now that you say that, it feels rather nice having your train done earlier.
That's always how I keep my yard in order. The trucks never complain, too.
Oh? How in the world do you manage that?
As the two rumbled away, they chatted and got to know each other a little better. By the time they arrived at the cement works, the two had a lot more respect for each other. When I come to the harbor, I'll help you shunt if you have my train ready,
and I'll give you a push out if you need it.
Sounds like a plan. And that's exactly what the two engines did. Nowadays, when Fergus sees Percy, he gives him a polite whistle, knowing that he works just as hard as the older and bigger.